welcome back, watch lovers. You know what time it is.
What time is it?
Monday night, it's 8 o'clock, and I'm joined by Gavin.
Morning, everyone. Evening, everyone. Afternoon, everyone. What day is it?
Jonilda.
Hello, everyone. So happy to be here on a Monday night.
Again.
We love it. Mondays.
What do you mean again?
No, because you were back last.
Would Mondays
okay.
be the same without us? That's what I'd like to know.
I mean,
No.
I think it would be boring and
Yeah.
It would be.
People
Let's say good
would
evening
miss
to some of
us.
the people out there that are tuned in. Thank you once again, always to Ian Nicholson, to
Nick
Rara,
Nicola.
Barry Cox, Nick Nicola, Ryan James, Tony
Yeah.
Beckham, Lawrence Fahey, Josh Benson. Josh, it was lovely
Yes,
to see you
Josh,
at
thank you
BQ
so much.
today. Josh is hopefully jumping on board and becoming part of the
Yes.
in-house photography team.
Woo!
So if you see some upscaled Instagram coming your way soon, it's because Josh is taking care of the photography. So we're super excited about that. Girls, there's someone missing.
Who?
I mean, someone said, is Spencer sunning?
Is Spencer sunning?
himself.
Tim Jack, Spencer sunning himself. Well, yes, and give the man a break. He's taking a break.
Yeah, he definitely deserves it. He's been working non-stop.
Well deserved.
Yeah, so he's on holiday at the minute for a
Nick,
couple of days.
Where the F is Spencer?
Where the F is Spencer?
That
well,
is
first of all,
aggressive.
let's not worry about Spencer because Spencer is taking a very, very well-deserved holiday
100%.
with his wife.
He is.
Some may say that's not a holiday.
For her.
But yeah, for her.
Yeah.
And by the way, we've just been for dinner, Kaylee, and Spencer was on the phone 3 times whilst we were at dinner.
Oh, yeah.
And
So-
today in the office a
And
few
today
times
in the
as
office.
well.
But we hope he's enjoying lots of paddle tennis today.
Yes.
And
Hola, Spencer. ¿Qué tal?
Hola, mi amo Kaylee.
Hola, mi amigo. Yeah, but of course we do miss the boss man. So yeah, Nick Nicholas says he deserves a break. Tim Jacks, enjoy it, Spencer.
Evening.
Yeah, I mean, I'm actually, I sat with him Sunday week ago because I popped in. I wanted to speak to him, and he was in the shop, in the boutique. And I said, you have got to start like looking forward to a holiday and getting yourself because, yeah, that I think the opening of the shop, the
show.
Watchmaster takeover, the show.
It all came at once, right? There was
Yeah.
no
Yeah.
stopping. There was no break. It literally all started, all came at once. And now,
Then there's troopers like you, Kaylee. I'm just going to say, I'm going to bang your drum big time and say, you marched through everything, didn't you?
I mean, another round of applause.
yeah,
Another round of
please. But I'd also like to, just give Jonilda a shout out because she's being a mum.
Thank you. Thank
Round
you
of
so
applause
much.
for you.
A
There
working
you
mom.
go.
Even
That's
better.
A
even
working
better.
mum.
There
A
you
working
go.
mum. I mean, we're going to come to a funny moment in your working day today
Oh, God.
because we managed to do our first unboxing.
Oh my God. That
Right.
didn't go well.
It didn't go well. We're going to show why it didn't go well a bit later on. But Kaylee, do you remember when you and I did it and we had them smashed out in about 2.5 minutes, didn't we? Maybe 3.
Yeah, we just
Yeah.
got in, sat down, done it,
Right.
completed it. However,
Are you trying
Kaylee.
to say anything?
One take.
it won't take wonder we decided.
Jonilda, all I'm going to say is
Mm-hmm.
I had 14 minutes of footage to edit for a epoxy watch unboxing
Well, to
today.
be fair, no,
I'm just,
To be fair, I went into forgot mode as well. I was like, I completely
that's because
forgot.
you're being
Yeah.
around.
4
that's why.
CDs. That is a classic comment. Anyone not in their jobs at the moment is under suspicion.
Oh yeah.
Yes. No, it wasn't me.
No.
Yeah, I'm at my job. Yeah, exactly. It's been a bit of a sporting weekend, which has obviously had
Yeah.
a lot to do with watches. What have we had, Jonilda, this weekend? What's been big in the sporting world that features watches?
Oh yes.
What do we have?
I know.
Go.
Wimbledon.
We had Wimbledon
Mm-hmm.
for sure. We also had this weekend, Kaylee,
F1.
F1, yeah, the Grand Prix.
Oh, right.
I was lucky enough to go to Silverstone on Friday with my daughter. She's a massive F1 fan.
Really?
Oh really?
Yeah. And fantastic. Had a lovely day. The only problem was nobody explained to me. I got given tickets and I thought, oh, that's great. You got tickets and you do a park and ride and that's good. Nobody told me the park and ride was 10 miles away from
Oh
Silverstone.
really?
And I had to sit on the front of a double-decker bus, and I haven't done that since
I'd
I was
be
about
sick.
15. And then when I got there, nobody told me that you could buy a fast pass to skip the queue. So I stood there for 45 minutes just queuing to get in. And when I finally got in, we asked one of the marshals where our seats were in the grandstand, and he said we were on Stowe, which is a corner. It was at least a 1 mile walk around the outside of the track
OMG.
to our seats. By the time I got there, I was absolutely shattered.
Yeah, it was the end of it by then.
It was a
You
lot
were
of steps.
sleeping.
Yeah, and then because it was a practice day, they raced for about 10 minutes and that was it. It was all over. We didn't stay for the next one. But my daughter went back. Danny went back on Sunday and she saw the whole race because she's a big
Wow.
she's a big Lando Norris fan.
I see.
And I see you're wearing your McLaren colours today, Jonilda.
I am, yes.
Bit of the old orange. What's McLaren? What's
yes.
McLaren? So let's have a little look because watches have become very synonymous with Formula One, haven't they?
They have.
Do you know, for example, Lewis Hamilton? What does he wear? Any ideas?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm going to tell you.
Oh, tell us.
Lewis Hamilton, well, actually, you should know.
No, we know him.
You should know because you've got a very special watch still in stock, haven't you?
Oh, we've got that in stock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got the, have you still got the white one? I don't think you got the white one anymore. But you did have the very special Patronus.
The blue one.
Toto.
Yeah, I've still got that.
Yeah, still got that.
Yeah.
But look at that one. So that's what he was wearing this weekend, which is the IWC. It's the Lake Tahoe, isn't it?
Yeah,
Kaylee?
Lake Tahoe.
Here we go. F1 racer Lewis Hamilton gave us a sneak peek. Well, this was a few weeks ago. IWC's new wristwatch. That was at the Spanish Grand Prix. It's from the Top Gun collection.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. The timepiece known officially as the Big Pilot Watch Perpetual Calendar Top Gun Lake Tahoe.
Yeah.
I like that.
I think I really like that
Yeah.
one. For
I
IWC, I really like it.
And I have to say that I think having visited an IWC boutique a couple of months ago to go and take a little look around the watches, it's an impressive lineup actually. And also, I'm looking to see in the flesh the new Ingenieur when it comes.
Oh, yeah, of course.
When
we
it
saw
actually
that.
finally sees it released because we saw that at Watches and Wonders.
Yeah.
But Spencer identified a problem with that watch, didn't he?
He did. It does mark very easily and you can't get it out.
Yeah.
It's
a ceramic.
That's
Because
the
of
only
the
problem with
material.
it.
Yeah. Someone mentioned Brad Pitt. I did actually see him on Instagram.
Did you see what he did?
He looked fab. That's all I know.
Is that your secret pass?
Yeah. I mean,
Brad Pitt's your pass. It's
Yeah.
okay. It's
Yeah.
okay. So what Brad Pitt was doing is Brad Pitt was making a film, his next film, and because it's a racing film, and because they needed a live audience, they shot it during Silverstone.
Oh,
So in the
I
middle of
see.
Silverstone, and there was 680,000 people or something there, or 480,000. They did the film crew through, like with the actor, going
so
through the
cool.
crowd. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. With a full film crew.
That's good.
Yeah. It's pretty insane, I
Yeah.
have to say. Lando Norris, this is an interesting one. Let's have a look at Lando. Lando Norris was wearing yesterday, he was wearing a Richard Mille. This is an interesting story because this is the watch that was stolen off his wrist during the Euro 2020 final. So this is there's a terrible close-up of it. But basically, he was mugged of this watch by, well, apparently a guy, I probably shouldn't name him actually, but it was in the news. So Liam Williams, 25 from Bootle, Merseyside, who was accused of snatching the timepiece and leaving his DNA on the driver's arm. Well, he obviously got his watch back and he was wearing it at the Grand Prix.
Wow.
It's a bit of a piece, isn't it?
just in case he forgets.
And he's
it's
only
written
young.
on
He's
his arm.
22 years old.
That's crazy.
Ah,
It's mad, isn't it?
Mate, yeah.
Yeah.
So talented.
And do you know who won the race yesterday?
No,
No.
sorry.
Okay, Verstappen.
Okay.
Verstappen.
Yeah. And Verstappen, what watch can you see he's wearing there?
Ah,
What does that look like to you from the... It's only
A
tiny.
Monaco?
It is. He's wearing a skeleton Monaco.
oh, taco.
He's wearing
like that.
automatic
Looks
chronograph,
big,
39mm titanium, inspired by the original Monaco blue dial. It's an absolute technical gem, integrating for the first time a skeletonized dial showcasing the bold colours in its quintessentially square-shaped watchmaking icon. It's $10,750.
Do you know, I really like Monacos. I will be honest. Think it's my favourite from the Tag Heuer collection is the Monacos, personally.
I think it's an absolutely beautiful watch. And it's funny enough, it's something I've always wanted was a Tag Heuer, a square, until I put it on.
You didn't like it on.
You didn't like it.
There's something very strange about having a totally big square
Yeah.
watch on your wrist.
Yeah, someone agrees with you. Not a fan of the square face, to be honest.
Yeah. Mike Lewis says Tag is worn by Verstappen. Yeah, there he
Yeah.
goes. He's got a Monaco. I've got a different watch on today, actually. Look what I've got on.
Let's have a look. Oh no.
What do you mean, oh no? Jonilda.
Oh, no.
Jonilda, there's no oh no about that. Oh, that didn't work. What happened there? Oh, my camera's gone off.
Oh, no.
New systems, isn't it? There we go. Did that work? I'm pretty
Yes.
Sure it did. Let's get a bit of a focus. There we go.
Oh, wow.
My Frank Muller Master Banker. Feel free to rip the shit out of me, Jonilda. Come on. What's the matter with that watch?
I don't know.
What?
I'm just not a big fan of Frank Muller's
No.
personally.
Why? Because of the brand?
I just no.
No.
It's nothing to do with the
It's way
brand.
that- sometimes there's watches that are really nice. Even let's pretend you don't know the brand, you still like the watch. But that one, even if I didn't know it was a Frank Muller, I would never be like,
Yeah.
wow. You know what I mean? Sorry.
I'm so hurt. Literally, like.
Do you want to go home?
Keep stabbing me. I bought that in 1999. Were you even born then?
No.
You were-
1995 I was
You were born in 95. So you were 4. You were 4 when I bought that watch. I really like it, and I still like
Gav,
it.
as long as you like it, that's all that matters.
It is, isn't it? Because I really do like it.
You bought it a long time ago, so it's fine.
It's part of my heritage, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a fantastic watch. No Muller, no RM. Looks a bit thin. It's okay, Gav. It's okay. Yeah. I like it.
It's okay.
It's nice to put something different on my wrist. I've been wearing.
Yeah, I mean, it is good
Tim
for you.
Jack's
I feel like
a few different ones.
a few.
I've actually got a really nice story that I can't share today because I'm thinking about it. But I've got a very nice story to tell you.
Okay.
I might share it off camera, and we can talk about it, and then we'll discuss if we can share it maybe
Okay.
next week on the channel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's a really good story about someone I know
I'm intrigued
picking
now.
up a watch. Yeah. Yeah.
Intriguing.
Master Baker, is that a baker with a T? Yes. No.
Hopefully you like at least the
hope
name.
you like,
Frank Muller.
Frank Muller. There he is. There we go. He's back. Fantastic. So yeah, it's been an interesting weekend. Of course, the other thing we've had has been the tennis.
Yes.
Yeah, Wimbledon.
Rolex, massive sponsors of
Yeah,
so
they
many
are.
great sporting events. So if you looked at the Grand Prix this weekend, Jonilda, you had Rolex all over it
Everywhere.
at Silverstone.
Oh,
And if you look
really?
at Wimbledon,
All over it.
all over it. Have you
Yeah.
been watching any of the tennis?
Yeah. We
been
have
watching some in the
actually.
office, actually.
Yes.
And
I had to be explained the whole rules on the
you had to
Friday.
be explained
I
the,
didn't
Yeah,
off-
and
what,
understand.
the offside rule in tennis.
No, just everything. I didn't
Yeah,
understand.
and I'll be honest, I don't know a lot of them. I just know Berrettini, the Italian guy.
Is he still in?
He
don't
he was
ask me.
playing today still.
He was
So,
still playing.
Yeah.
I have to be honest with you. I have been watching a little bit, and I cannot see past this man, Djokovic.
Oh.
He is 36, maybe 37 years old now, and he is still playing like he's a 21 or 22-year-old.
Really?
His agility is
tennis
incredible.
one of them sports where you kind of retire early or not really?
Well, it used to be when I was younger. Once you got to 30, you were kind of
That's
done.
it. Okay.
But
I think now everything is going up to 40.
Yeah.
it is because I think that
Football.
sportsmen, they look after themselves now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nutritional, their suppleness. Don't pop the champagne cork while serving. No.
To make an announcement.
Oh, don't pop the champagne corks while serving. Okay, someone was popping obviously champagne corks whilst they were serving in the tennis. Is that? I assume that's what it is, James.
What is he wearing, Gav?
So he's wearing a Hublot.
I can't really Oh, yes.
Yeah, he's wearing a Hublot. Nicholas says, it's why I'm not watching it this week. I just can't warm to Djokovic. And a lot of people say that because basically you have a scenario where you've got Roger Federer, you've got
As in he
Rafa Nadal.
retired?
Rafa
No.
Nadal, yeah, he's retired. Rafa Nadal, and you've got Djokovic. And arguably now, Djokovic is the greatest of all time in terms of
Okay.
the amount of Grand Slams he's won, but he lacks all the popularity.
Really?
The other two are by far more popular,
Okay.
and he can't get on with the British crowd either. He sort of taunts them a little bit on the court. They don't particularly like him.
What are they saying, Gav?
Well, they're saying Berrettini is 2-1 down, 1-0 in the third set. So he's 2 sets to 1 down.
I like him.
Because he's Italian.
He's Italian.
But hold on a
and
second.
Nice.
What about our Greek man who beat
Andy Murray.
Andy Murray?
Oh.
His name escapes me for a second. Someone will tell me in the comments. I thought he was outstanding. And there's a great documentary on Netflix about all this as well.
Andy Murray's done now,
Cool.
surely.
Yeah, he's proper done.
Jovic? No.
Proper
no.
done. He's proper done.
Tsitsipas.
Yeah.
Tsitsipas.
We may be having a special guest join us this evening. James, you'll let me know when our special guest is around. Is he
He's
there?
not
is he with
a
us,
tennis
James?
player.
Ah,
He is a tennis player.
I think
Is
we've got a
he?
little special guest. Let me just pop in my little ears and
Oh,
we'll pop in. Well, sorry, James. Yeah, I'm going to turn it on.
really, they don't...
Russell, can you hear me? 1414 for a copy. Copy. Crack your handle.
I won't stay in.
Can you hear me, Russell?
Hello.
Russell, how are you?
Hello? Oh, I can only hear myself.
Well, I think we have the Mad Watch Collector joining us. He's going to pop on the
Take
screen in
me
a second. Come
Take
on.
me off.
Oh, he's on our middle screen here. Here he is. Look, we can all look at him. Hey, there he is. Russell, how are you? Can you hear us okay?
Can't hear.
You can't hear me.
Sorry.
Do you want me to do sign language to you?
Can't hear us.
We'll do sign language, Russell.
Hello.
Can you hear us, Russell?
Where are we?
Where are we?
Where are
We are here.
Poor old Russell can't hear us. No. Let's see if he can work it
Hello.
out. Yes, Russell, can you hear us? No.
Aw.
He's crying. It's not going well. No, can't hear us, Russell. Put it through. Is it coming through your headphones?
I can hear.
You can hear me.
Hey!
Yeah.
He's pretending.
Yes.
Russell, welcome to the non-Mad Watcher Collector Show. This
How
is
we doing?
well. This is full of.
Jonilda, how are you, Kaylee?
Hiya.
This is the Watch Snob Show, Russell.
Oh God.
We're all
stop that.
brutally offended by your last video, and we've dragged you on here while I try and put these bloody ears in.
They're a nightmare.
I'm having a nightmare. We've dragged. I'm
Gabby,
usually
okay
quite
there?
good at this. I feel like I'm
Kaylee,
doing
please.
earbuds. No, I've done it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
How we doing? You look good, Gav. You look good.
Hey,
mate.
right, stay there. Girls, talk to Russell while I sort my ears out.
How are you doing, Russ? You okay?
Kaylee, I'm fine. Tell me what was the rules you weren't understanding of at the tennis? Come on,
I
tell
think
me.
I understand
like
it
none?
now. Yeah, none of it. I didn't. So it's game, set, point. Is that right? Or set
Game set
point?
match.
Oh,
Game
match.
set match.
Match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Russell, before we go any further, I have to be like front of the queue in the BQ house to wish you congratulations
Yes.
on
I
60,000
know.
subs.
It's mad.
Your success is a complete reminder of our failure.
Yeah.
Because every time I look at you, I'm just gonna say it out loud because I'm a statistician. I do the numbers, right? When we first met you, Russell, we had 4,000 subs and you had 15. We now have just over 5 and you have 60. I saw on your last video you have 55,000 views.
Wow.
Well, listen.
Unbelievable.
What's your secret?
We want to know what you're doing right and what we're doing wrong. That's the only reason we've got you here, so we can get it publicly. Then we'll talk about watches. Congratulations.
I don't. I think it's a compound of interest with the amount of shows that I've put out in the past. That's got to be something to do with it. If it's been a Seiko or a Casio or a lot of other brands, I come up in the suggested in the I don't know, the first 20 other shows.
It stands to
think-
reason, Russ, that Casios are far more popular than Audemars and Patek and Rolex.
Yes, I think because there's men, well, as Nico has shown on his Casio, God tier man.
God here.
He's aligned himself with Casio because most of the people that watch its shows can't afford the watches that he sells. So he goes along the Casio route, and Casio is transcendent throughout ages. You know, it's unbelievable. You could have a guy speaking to a guy that has Audemars Piguets, has Patek Philippe's, you know, but loves his Casio Royale. He loves that watch, and he wears that the most. It's crazy. And
I tell you what's
I think-
crazy, Russell, is I watch all your videos. You know, I'm a proper fanboy, and I watched your last video about the 10 watches watch snobs can't snob and all the rest of it. And I just would like to refer you to number 2, which had a calculator on it, and you referred to it as the complication. This watch has a complication to it. It's a calculator. How can you talk about a Casio having a complication, which is the calculator on it?
Well, it's so complicated they couldn't put a light on that watch, you know? It's that difficult.
Unbelievable. Russell, when you're sort of planning out all your content, because like hats off to you, you really have,
Yeah.
I know you put
Very
a
consistent.
massive amount of effort into your channel, and really that's really shown because you've literally smashed upwards in the past 6 months. How are you sort of planning out all this content?
I usually set myself a 2-week plan, but by the time I get to those weeks, there's a new watch. There's something new that's come up. So I don't tend to plan anything until I tend to plan these 2 weeks. But then 2 more watches or 2 more ideas come to me, and I've got to do them. Like the Seiko 5, you know, that one that you like.
Oh no, Russell, I love that watch. I thought you were going to send it to me the other day. Did you buy that, or were you gifted it?
Seiko gifted it to me.
See, can I just say something? You are going places. Seiko gifted you a watch.
They did. Yeah, very big thanks to Rob Brooke there. But yeah, and
That's
I
fantastic.
didn't know I was going to review this watch, and it just come, and I thought, get it to me, and I'll do it, because there had been no reviews on this watch, and so you can see it's got 140,000 views on it.
Unbelievable.
If you can get a watch early,
Yeah.
then the content's massive,
It comes after. And genuinely speaking, with authenticity, you do like the watch, don't you?
Oh, yeah, I wore it today. I absolutely love it. It's the best for me. It's the best Seiko release in a long time.
I would agree.
It's really nice.
I'll tell you why.
So retro and beautiful.
Let me show Kaylee and Jonilda. It's a sort of like the old tonneau-ish case, but this watch, it's very sporty, but it's a reincarnation or a reinterpretation of the first Seiko 5 that came out in, I forgot the years, but it was 1960 something.
Was it 60 or 72?
68? Might be 68. Anyway, this watch is a limited edition. Now, usually Seiko and their limited editions are over £1,000, but this one was £350. And it's a case that they don't usually make. And it's a bracelet they don't usually make. And I think that's the massive thing. I think Seiko do a lot of limited editions using their old SKX cases and straps and bracelets. And I saw this, I saw the price, and I thought, Seiko, you've done something amazing here. And I needed to get on board with it. And it's just amazing.
It's very Russ.
Yeah.
Well, Kaylee, it feels like a vintage watch without it being vintage. And that's what I quite like. Because the most vintage watches that I've held in my hands, including a Rolex 5513, just too dainty and delicate, and I don't want to touch it. I don't care what this does, or what I do with this, even though limited edition to only 15,555 pieces. It's almost scarce.
It's scarce. It's almost scarce. It's a rarity. But you know what that makes you, Russell, don't you? I'm going to say the dreaded word. Officially, you're now an influencer.
Woo!
I get scared with that, Gav. I don't know if you do.
You're an influencer.
I really am scared. I'm. People have said I bought this because of you, and my wife doesn't like me because of you, and I'm just a bit. I'm glad that I'm bit my opinion across, and obviously I bring the watches out and stuff. But God, I mean, I still don't feel myself as an influencer. I still like to be thought of as an entertainer or an infotainer or something, not someone like
half influencer, half entertainer.
You're all of those things, Russell. And I tell you what, you've actually attracted Brittany to come and join us tonight in the chat.
Oh, Britt!
Nice to have you back.
Well,
she must be stalking you, Russell, because you're about the same numbers, aren't you?
Well, she's always ahead of me, and she's always absolutely smashing it as well.
She is, isn't she?
She's absolutely smashing. Can I just say as well, Gav, on Wimbledon? On Wimbledon,
yes.
Did you see Tsitsipas when he beat Andy Murray?
I did.
Did you see when he had to get his coaching staff to give him his watch?
Second time I've seen that.
Oh my God!
The ball boy
obviously he's got a deal. He's got a deal with a watch.
Rolex.
Oh, it's Rolex. So the coaching team had to give it through the audience.
It was his mum. His mum holds his watch for him. And
it was unbelievable.
In the third round, after he won, the same thing again. They sent the ball boy to his mum in the crowd and brought down his Rolex so he could have it for the old interview after.
Does he think that his watch will get stolen while it's on the seat or in his tennis bag? I mean,
surely he gets paid. It must be
London.
Yeah, it is London, and his mum's sitting there with it in a bag.
What one is it?
What
one is it? Is it a Wimbledon?
No, it's not a Wimbledon. Actually, it's hard to see what it was on the television.
Yeah, it was hard to tell, but it was funny because he needed to have it on for his interview, didn't he?
Oh, 100%. Is that what your wife does, Russell, when you finish a lesson? She runs on with your Seiko.
What she does, she chucks a Casio at my head.
Yeah. Russell, you need this when you're talking to the clients at the end and sell them a watch. So is that the plan now? Are you being approached by some brands? Is that sort of a way forward for you? I mean, Seiko's a first for you, isn't it?
I like to feel that I'm an honest guy, and I will tell it like it is. If I don't like the watch, I will say it. And I've said it about Seiko 5s in the past. Obviously brands want all positive. I'm absolutely flattered. I mean, where it's been since 2020, absolutely weird to have a brand. I mean, I love it. An authorized dealer sending me watches, to have a brand like Seiko that have been around since 1880, whatever, to have reps and to want to send you a watch. It's really weird.
So
especially my show.
Let's take weird one more step up the ladder, okay? You're sitting there and you get a parcel from Rolex with a Wimbledon dial date just.
Oh, mate.
What are you going to tell your Casio audience about the watch?
Well, I love, I love Rolex. I love Rolex. I love them. I don't like the brand.
You just don't like to admit it.
I don't like the all stuff that goes around the brand of Rolex. But I've told many people this. I have not handled a better watch, a more of a tall watch, built like a brick house than a Rolex watch. There's something special, and it annoys me that they are so special because the crap that goes around them, it puts me off them.
Junior Johnson says the new Timex World Time looks great also. It does. I'm not sure about it. But
yes, it's a bit boxy.
Yeah,
it's a bit boxy.
It's not one I'd be ordering, funnily enough. But the one you have on your wrist, Russell, you better bring it when we have lunch in 2 weeks' time.
I will.
Yeah,
I promise.
You're going to be bringing it.
It won't go around your wrist though. Look at the twig wrist here.
Yeah, well, I'm not funny. You got children's wrists, haven't you, Russell? Talking about Wimbledon, do you follow it closely? Do you care? Do you care about Wimbledon?
I do care about it. There's not many players that I have put into. There's not my players that I love. My Fed is gone.
You're not invested in any of the players these days?
Not massively. I do try and follow the great British players. Norrie got beaten by the guy that beat Tsitsipas today, which was Eubanks.
So hold on a second, I didn't see that. Tsitsipas has gone out today.
Yeah,
to Chris Eubanks, the boxer.
Yes. Probably not.
Unexpected surprise.
Amazing where Eubanks has come from. I've never heard of him. I think he's 27. He's not young, but he's playing very well.
Yeah.
Berrettini and Alcaraz. Jonilda was saying Berrettini, he's playing today. I know he won the first set, lost the second set. I'm not sure what the score is now. The guys in the chat will be able to.
2-1 down in sets now to Alcaraz, isn't it? Did you say Alcatraz?
Alcaraz.
So I've just been watching him actually play, and I haven't had my eye on tennis for a very long time. But I didn't realise he was number one in the world. But they are talking about him as if he is really something very, very special. When you watch some of these players and you see how they pull out some shots, do you sit there thinking, how on earth did you pull that one out? How on earth did you make that angle? Because the angles are unbelievable now in tennis, it feels like. As well as
the angles. It's all about hitting the ball earlier, which they do. They hit the ball earlier and higher. They hit the ball because they've got such extreme grips on the racket, so they can hit it so high, and the men more so have tremendous topspin, so they can get the angle, hit it early, and it pulls down through the air really quickly. I would say that's down to even flatter service like the grass is. I mean, it's practically a hard court now.
It is practically a hard. I was going through this yesterday with Victoria, explaining to her why there's no scuff marks anymore on the tee on the service box.
I think she's following me on TikTok.
She does.
Yeah,
she's a big fan.
Well, that's made my day.
She's a big fan.
That's made my day.
So, if you had to put your hat in the ring and say who you fancy for Wimbledon, can you see past Djokovic?
I want to.
You're not a fan either, are you?
Do you know what? I'm warming to him more.
No one likes him.
I'm warming to him more because he's getting older.
Yeah, he's 36, 37.
Yeah, he gets older, and I didn't like Nadal when he started. You take over my Fed. What are you doing? But as Nadal's got older, I absolutely love him. Djokovic, I can't.
But he's an amazing athlete, isn't he?
Just unbelievable. It's just the pressure he puts players under the whole time. The depth of shots that he does. The returns are incredible, and he doesn't look like he does anything special to people that don't really know tennis. He's just amazingly consistent.
Yeah, girls. Some Kid Mambo's asking a question. Do you get more interest in the Wimbledon dial watch due to the tennis this time of year?
Do you know what? It's just a popular watch all year round.
I wouldn't say that it's connected with
when
this
it's Wimbledon,
time,
not
Yeah.
more people ask for it,
it's
but
just in general.
it's just one of the it's the most popular date just there is.
Yeah.
Throughout the whole year.
True.
True that.
Someone says 36 is bloody old.
Who said that? 36. Russell, my daughter's 25 today. I'm in shock.
Oh, mate.
I'm in shock that Billy is
That's
20.
amazing.
It's unbelievable to think that the babies are growing up. You'll get there one day.
Oh,
You'll get
my
there one day. What plans have you got for the summer? I know you're coming to see us in a couple of weeks' time. We've got the honour of having you come to London.
Yes, I'm looking forward to coming up. Seeing the team. I'm helping. Well, I'm not doing too much apart from helping my wife get a second baby come out.
Yes. When's your due date?
So the due date is the 25th of August.
Wow,
it may
you're nearly there.
be a planned sunroof, so that'll be a week earlier.
Right. Okay.
But yes,
And
it's all
Oh,
looking
that's
forward to it.
amazing.
is your
Good
daughter
luck.
excited for?
She's really excited.
Is
So
she?
we found out it's a boy.
Oh, Gavin's
yes.
a great name, by the way. Jonilda didn't use it, so you can
Boys are the
you
best.
can have the rights. You can have the rights, Gavin.
Well, I was. Do you know what? I was pushing for Gavin.
Yeah.
I was pushing. Do you know what I mean?
You want to hear what the wife said? Yeah.
No, you don't.
No,
You don't.
fair enough.
But no, George, little George. His name's going to be George.
His name's going to be George. That's
so
fantastic.
cute.
It's a
Yeah.
G. I
Why
was
not
close.
Spencer?
Why not Spencer? No one calls children Spencer. We were talking about this the other day, Russell, actually. Names like Spencer, Darren, Russell. People do not name their children these names anymore, do they?
No more.
They are completely out of fashion.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking about my school days, like Wayne.
Wayne.
You know,
Yeah.
I know two really nice Waynes, but no one. A baby doesn't come out of the of the mummy and they think that's a Wayne.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They don't look at it and say that's a Wayne.
But it's
No.
incredible. I was thinking about them. I've got an older brother called Darren, and I was thinking about it. Nowhere in history, except for the late 60s and early 70s, was the name Darren used. And there's no biblical, there's nothing in the 16th, 17th, there's no kings, and nothing after either. It was like a 10-year period where someone thought, that's a good name. We'll just call kids Darren.
Imagine a baby called Keith.
Keith. I mean, Keith. Yeah.
Keith.
Keith.
Yeah.
Keith.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah. All
You
the,
know,
na- all
and
the
I
names
know,
are coming up.
I know three. I teach two really nice guys. Kevins. You know, you
Kev.
can't imagine having a baby. What's his name? Kevin. You just don't imagine little kids being called Kevin these days.
I know. Wow. I've noticed that going back to your continued success, Russ, it's not just limited to your YouTube channel. I've noticed all of your social media. Where on earth are you finding the hours in the day to keep all of this going? Is it between lessons?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I've got a goal. I want to hit that 100. That's my goal.
You'll do it.
And the thing is that it's no surprise, YouTube. I mean, if you've got something a little bit different that's sort of close to the norm but a little bit different, that helps. But hard work, consistent content, it really does. YouTube really does like that. It really does. I can see it from my analytics. You can see it if I post 2 videos and as opposed to 1 video in a week. You know, YouTube, you can see how it's forcing upon people's eyeballs more.
Fantastic.
So I'm huge on wherever I can, and it really has been a detriment to my life, to be fair. But I've really love it.
I'm
If I
not being
didn't
funny.
love it, I wouldn't do it.
Your
I wouldn't
missus
do
is
it.
carrying George at the moment. I don't think she
I know.
really You've got plenty of time in your hands. She's got no interest in you. You
Exactly,
can be posting
well,
all
that
day
is-
long. Exactly. But Russell, we're going to
That's
catch up
true.
in a couple of weeks' time. You've
Yes, mate.
very gladly, I found a date that you're going to make your way to London.
Yes.
We're going to do something with you. We'll shoot some content and we'll show it to all 3 of our aunties and uncles on our channel. But we look forward to seeing you in a couple of weeks' time, Russell. Congratulations.
Yes, well done, Russell. You
And-
really deserve it.
And we can't wait
Thank
to
you,
see
team.
you this side. And make sure you don't wear anything flash out your collection in case someone chops your arm off for your new Seiko. Yeah, it does happen in London occasionally.
100%, don't
According
worry
to Paul
about that.
Thorpe, anyway. Lovely to see you, my friend, and we'll catch up with you in a
See
couple
you
of weeks.
guys. Nice
Bye,
to see
Rowan.
you. Take
Bye.
care, everyone.
Thank
Bye.
you.
The man is an absolute legend.
Wow.
How lovely
He's
is he?
such a nice person as well, though.
Didn't we have
that's
the
what it is.
best time with him
can't
Watches
believe
and
what I
Wonders,
mean.
didn't we?
Yeah.
He's just so
Is
lovely.
he very big on Instagram as well?
Well, you know what? When I
He
first,
does seem to have blew up over every single
he's blown
channel.
up everywhere, which is
Wow.
really fantastic because he's a one-man band. He does it himself,
Exactly.
and you know what it is? He's consistent.
That's
and
what
he's
it's the
pushing out
consistency,
content.
as we know.
I tell you what else I love about Russell's channel, which is something that I say you wouldn't appreciate because you're not my age, but Russell and I we have a kindred spirits of being adults stuck in the 80s. And every day on Russell's channel, he posts like toys from the 80s or WWE
it's
wrestlers.
different, right?
So it's just a bit different. It's a
Yeah,
bit quirky. He
yeah.
reposts a lot of stuff, but it's absolutely amazing. Absolutely love it. Jonilda. The title of today's show is Jonilda's BQ watch picks. And what we actually made it, Jonilda, was, didn't we? 5 under 5.
We did, yes. Some, let's say, affordable watches.
Affordable watches from the BQ
that
stock.
I think are lovely and very, very nice for their value. Let's have a look.
Yeah. So,
Oh, there.
just to say, your watch collection now at BQ is absolutely ginormous. It's vast in terms of now all this new consignment stock that's going in, regular new stock going in, and for the first time I managed to get into the new safes. And by the way, the new offices are now settling in. Unbelievable to see the meeting rooms. We had 2 meetings there today. Absolutely gorgeous, but the quality of stock and the variety is huge,
and the amount, right?
I feel like we could pick out watches 5 times a day and still be able to show sort of so many different choices. Let's have a look. What have you picked out first for us, Jonilda?
So we're gonna start with Panerai. I love Panerai. Let's start from that.
So what have we got
I
here?
mean, I raised up in Florence, and that's where they are, and I think they are amazing and so I don't know, classic, and at the same time not crazy money, if you know what I mean. This one is blue Luminor. Luminor. This one comes with box and papers, leather strap. I think it's just a classic.
It's really, actually, that's exactly what it is, Jonilda. And by the way, usually when I see Panerais, I think they're big, bulky and chunky.
It's really light, isn't it?
It's a really light case.
Absolutely.
Let me just show it on its side, actually, because I think you can see, even on the side, it's
very thin compared to normal Panerais.
Exactly. And it's super, super light.
Yeah.
I love it.
Very, very pretty dial. And what pricing point does this come at, Jonilda? What's the price on that?
That's around 5,000.
Around 5,000.
Yes.
Okay. But just slightly under, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just a bit under than 5.
So that's our first choice. Guys, I wonder what you'll think of
I think it's
Panerais.
just for a little bit less than £5,000. That's something that I would definitely choose and would like to have
as well are gorgeous
in my collection.
I think it's the blue. Again,
look at
They're
that blue.
so
Look at that blue.
classic. They're just so classic, so Italian.
Yeah. Simon P, are they still using Unitas movements, though? That's a sticking point. That's not a question I can answer.
That's I'll be honest, that's not a question I can answer.
Right. Let's have a look at this net. Now, this,
Spencer.
I have to say...
You need to get it really in that...
I know.
Yeah.
We need to get it right
The dial.
I've got it. I've got the light, James. I've got it.
The dial on this one, everyone.
Yeah.
Once again, this is
Who doesn't love green?
I am
Tag
obsessed with
Heuer.
green, so...
Carrera.
Yes. That's stunning.
So
Stunning.
it's on an integrated bracelet.
Yes.
Yep.
Stainless steel with
Chronograph.
chronograph dial. It's quite new, actually.
Well, I was about to say, I think I saw this at Watches and Wonders and the new line of tags.
This one in particular is a 2021, and this one is actually
Oh, so 2021.
Quite a bit less than 5,000. It's 4,250.
£4,250.
Gorgeous color watch.
Yeah,
everything.
again,
It
it's the green,
looks
right?
amazing.
I feel like anything with green on it just
It
looks
looks really
amazing.
nice.
Yeah.
Gav,
Derek Fox.
would
Gav,
you wear that?
hold on.
Sorry,
Gav.
go on.
Derek Fox says, Gav, do more affordable watches go on the show like Russ and see how the subs go up? Yeah, I mean, that's an interesting point. I mean, we do try and cover everything across the spectrum.
we tried
You
to
may
do
have
a bit
noticed-
of
So,
everything.
unfortunately, we don't have the watches that Russell has in stock, right?
Yeah, it's
Do
not
you-
something we
like,
stock. Yeah.
I understand what they're set, but unfortunately, it's not. We don't.
We'll have
stock
to buy
them.
some £30
Yeah,
And it's
Casios.
also, exactly.
I think by more affordable, it's instead of showing the Rolexes and the Pateks. But having said that, we don't bring the Pateks. We haven't brought them on for ages now.
and
have we?
also, like, we're doing 5 under 5 now, which
Yeah,
is
5 under 5.
Cool.
That's actually really,
I
really
want
nice.
to know, Gav, if you would wear that.
Well, actually, what I'm going to do, Jonilda,
Why don't you try it
I'm
on?
gonna-
I'm going to
So
put it on.
maybe, hopefully, we can get rid of
You
the
can make a sale.
Frank
Frank
Muller.
Muller, and he can wear.
Well, let me ask you, what would you give me? Oh my God, whoever had that had a most ginormous wrist. Look at
It's
that.
just a full set. Yeah, it's a full set with all the links on. What do you think? Be honest.
You don't like it.
The funny thing is, actually, I do like it.
Oh.
I
But
do
it's
like it.
not your-
I'm just not sure that I personally would spend £4,250 to have a watch.
I
To have
see.
this watch.
This one.
And it's something I've said really recently. I mean, I think I said about 5 weeks ago, Kaylee stopped me buying watches
Yeah.
because I just keep
You've got
piling
into a
into
habit. No,
And
no,
by the
no,
way,
yeah.
you know, like with especially Tudor, I think I could probably buy 4 watches at the moment.
Yeah,
That
you
is something I really like.
Yeah.
But how many watches can you have? And I think I'm focused at the moment, whilst the market has come back significantly, I'm a bit more focused on owning perhaps some higher value pieces that
Of
have come
course.
that have come back in
down.
price
Yeah, yeah,
rather than
100.
spending lots of fours and fours and
Absolutely.
fours. But it's interesting because
But it is a lovely watch.
I want to take the opportunity to the Frank Muller has more character. You're absolutely right.
Gav, you're going to love the next one.
See, now I love this watch.
Told you.
But interestingly, let's put it up on the camera. Interestingly, I've stopped wearing mine.
Why?
Have you?
So let's talk through this. This is the Black Bay Pro.
Yep.
Yes.
What year is this?
This is 2022.
2022. And
This is 2850, Gav.
I mean, see how much money I've done on it? It's 2850. It's a lot of. I've actually fallen out of love with mine.
That's really
Have you?
interesting.
I know. I've almost stopped wearing it.
You're changing
because- do
watches
you know
like
why?
them,
You've
you
changed.
know?
No,
Well,
but
there
that's
is
what
that.
it is. I feel like you're...
You first you love them, then you hate them. What's going on?
I'm not getting rid of it.
But you've just fallen out of love with it for a
I
minute.
just for the moment, I have to say my Pelagos 39, the titanium one. It's such a comfortable watch.
Yeah.
It's so lovely, and this has sort of just sat a little bit in my watch box
I
and
see.
not really come out. I've been wearing my Milgauss quite a lot, and actually, yeah, it's.
But that happens, doesn't it?
It
with
does
things,
happen.
especially when you do wear them a lot. But you're not getting rid of it, so
Simon P. give you 1,500 quid, Gav. No, I'm not. Hopefully, Spencer might give me a little bit more than that. But no. Guys, let us know in the comments which you rate so far as your favourite watch
They love
amongst
the
What's your favourite?
Panerai.
amongst the
They're
crowd.
saying that they love the Panerai.
the Panerai.
Yeah.
Now, here's an interesting choice, and one I'm struggling to work out how it's even in here. What is this? Is a hold on.
Turnograph.
It's a turnograph, and this can't be under $5,000, surely.
It's not. It's a bit more.
That's okay. Good. Well, no,
my
good.
bad.
That's good because I guess this might be a little bit more, but probably not a lot more. 1,000
Not
more.
a lot more. It's around 6,000 and something. So it's not that.
So basically,
bad.
what you're showing me for a little bit more money, this is kind of what you can get. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So what do we got here, Kaylee?
So this is a Datejust Turnograph. Rolex, sorry.
Yeah. 4 under 5 and 1 over. Exactly. Sounds like a cricket
I mean,
score.
you wouldn't guess how old it is.
No.
I think, Gav. What do you think?
What
how
do you-
old
yeah,
do
how
you
old?
think it is?
2012.
No.
What?
What? Are you joking?
Absolutely not. 1982.
There you go. Told you I didn't have a clue.
I think the condition on that watch is
1982. Your parents hadn't even met. Your parents were probably children at that point.
Just
Oh, it was the year James was born.
there you go, James. That could be the one for you.
Well, do you know what the amazing thing is about this watch? It literally feels like a toy. It's so light.
Yeah.
and-
That's how they used to
and a
be,
little bit
obviously.
yeah.
And the bracelet used to feel different and everything.
Yeah, let's have a look.
But
at that
I think
on
it's
the,
a really
I like the
On my
dial
camera.
on that,
interesting
Gav.
watch.
I think Gav's going to be surprised at our last
Yeah.
one.
He is. And I think
No, I mean, there's nothing about this that I like.
now
It looks a
Gav,
bit
we
tacky.
love your honesty.
I'm gonna. Well, I'm not.
Do you
Being
know
paid,
what I
I'm not
mean?
being paid by Rolex, am I? It looks a bit tacky to me, actually. The gold just.
You have to remember, it's 1982, Gav. It's not. Do you know what I mean? It's not brand new.
No, I understand that, but even like on the bezel, to me, it just doesn't look. I just don't love
It's
it.
just not a bit of you, is
No,
it?
it's, just,
not
it's
for you.
really not.
don't
And
drop it, Gav.
Don't drop it, Gav. We're not back to that again, are we?
We're back.
Oh, Ian Nickerson. We haven't heard that for ages. Don't drop it, Gav. Yeah, but I mean, yeah, it's not for me at all. Sorry.
That's okay.
Right, how would we rate these watches? I mean, I think people are telling us maybe it's the Panerai and
First.
or the Tudor. Nobody really jumped up and
Said the tag.
On the top.
and went up on the
That's
Tag
really
Heuer,
Which
which I
I
thought
really
was
like.
yeah,
Because
really
it's green.
interesting.
I think it's different.
Yeah,
Well, should we show them the last one, Gav?
yeah. What's the last one? Got one more. Interesting.
Told you, be
Interesting.
That's
A very
cute
in
one.
brand. at the
very
moment.
in brand.
Very in brand, very on point.
Is that the same as normal Seiko?
No, this is a Grand Seiko.
Grand
This is the Grand
Seiko.
Seiko Heritage Collection.
Okay.
Yes. How old is that, Kaylee?
This one's 2021, and this
2021.
is 4,500.
Do you hear my silence there?
You just not
Gavin is like, no,
Well,
no.
I'm looking at this watch and I'm thinking
What so?
$4.5 grand. Don't really like the hands.
I
No.
think it's a nice watch.
You think it's a nice
and
watch?
Obviously, I've tried to give like different brands and find
Janilda,
different
don't get me wrong.
options.
I'm not having a pop at your selection. I'm just saying.
You don't talk about my selection, okay?
Do you know what I might do next week? I might do Gab's
Otherwise,
fight.
I'm gonna talk about your Frank Muller.
Yeah, you keep going on about Frank. By the
Someone
way,
loved it actually. They said this is a lot better.
you can pick that up for under $5.
Can you?
You can probably pick it up for under $3.
I think so.
Under £100?
Even less than that.
100 quid?
Even less than 3.
No. Is it quartz?
Is it quartz? Not
No, I think
sure.
it's automatic.
No, it's
Yeah.
automatic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Automatic.
you can see the movement in the back actually. If I held it that way, but you probably can't see. But yeah, let's pop it on there. My hands are probably on there. There we go.
Someone likes the Grand Seiko, but it's a bit too
Yeah,
pricey.
the pan takes it for me, says Keith Burford.
Yeah, I agree.
To be fair, the Muller is
think
the
we
best
have
of the night at that sort of price for me. There are fans out there.
There are fans.
Yeah.
There are
Strange.
fans out there. I tell you what, I think next week actually,
I think
I'm
Panerai is
your
winning.
I'm going to do my 5 under 5
Yeah.
next week. Yeah.
Yeah,
To
let's
see what
do
I
that.
can, because I will rummage through the stock.
Mhm.
No, not allowed moose watches.
Yeah, I'm going to say it. Kind of moved on from that as well.
Because I feel like it's obvious
Proper
that they're
over it.
under 5, right? You want to pick it from the stock, the fold. And
No, I
see.
need to pick it from your
Yeah.
vault, not from my vault of under 5. That's no good, is it? There won't be very many to choose from, apart from swatches and a Frank Muller. Well, and a few Tudors, to be fair.
Yeah.
But I think the variety, as I said, the variety of your stock now is exciting. I've opened up some
It's
of the.
so exciting.
And by the way, can we just talk about the new safe? Not in any detail, except to say,
So nice.
I heard one of the staff members saying that like some people want to join the Mile High Club. You know what that is, Jonilda? Yeah, yeah. A Mile High Club, Jonilda. Do you
What's
know-
that? No.
You've never heard of the Mile High Club?
Oh, I see.
Someone in the office told me they'd like to join the BQ Safe Club.
Who?
Not with me. Don't be silly.
Who?
They thought it was so sexy in there with the mirror in a safe. The
you know
mirrors
what
and the
it
lighting.
is?
No,
It
it's not funny. It really is.
It really is
It's
nice.
very cool in there.
It's very like,
It is very, very cool.
Amazing.
yeah.
Yeah.
You can see yourself
Yeah.
Maybe
It's
I think.
you can see it is. It is. By the way,
from everywhere.
if you ever come to BQ Watches, ask to go and see the sexy safe. Alcaraz is serving for the match. Wow. Can you talk in terms of the combination? Can't talk in terms of the combination. Spencer's already christened it. I doubt it. Should we show everybody the absolute shit show
No,
of your unboxing today?
No. Can we hear it, James? Because it was a
Gav,
shit
Gav,
show.
Put your
Gav,
headphones
I
back
feel
on.
like last year we had a nice relationship, but today
Yeah,
You
you're
think it's gone
pushing
downhill?
it.
Janilda.
Go on. Let's.
Janilda.
I'm embarrassed.
let's have a
Janilda,
look.
I promise. I'm only showing this unboxing. It's only been edited this way, so next week we just improve.
Okay.
Let's take a little look.
Oh my god, it's like your first unboxing
Do I look nice?
Such a privilege.
Do we look
Do I
nice?
Good mic on.
He always says yes.
You look gorgeous, a pair of you. I'm so happy you're back, a pair of you. This is it. the intro
Lisa,
as well.
bye. Oh wait, let's put. Yeah, let's show me. I look old.
Ready?
Rose
To
gold.
party.
Dual tone. Hi guys, welcome back to our unboxings and welcome back to me because I mean it's been a while.
You're back.
I am, yes, Kaylee. Okay, can I say something? No, can we be serious, Gavin? It's really hot in here. Welcome back, guys, to our unboxing, but also welcome back to me. It's been a while. I'm so happy to be back and show you something a bit different. What is that, Kaylee?
Well, you decided to pick it out today because it's your first unboxing.
I did, yes. I thought it was so lovely and quite different. To what we usually show you guys, right? So let's have a look at this beautiful Vacheron Constantin.
Okay, so
If
let me
Kaylee
just
can
open
open it.
Okay, guys, so we've got the lovely Vacheron Constantin Dual Time in the rose gold with the brown
Rubber
strap.
strap.
I
think the strap
strap
is really, really cute and different. It gives me a bit of Patek vibes, but obviously a little bit more sporty. So I think it's a really
good watch.
Yeah.
So this is a 7900V reference number with the dual time on the dial.
Yes, which is perfect for anyone that travels a lot, so they can see the time into different places. And it has also a day and night indicator. I think it's it looks like a very complicated watch, but it's really just that. And it reminds me of a Patek, but to be honest, it's a bit more sporty. And I feel like it's something that you can wear every day. Kaylee, you've been here all the time, so I'm sure you can tell us where we can find some more info on this watch. Where can our followers or anyone that likes it buy the watch?
So they can find us on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, but obviously BQ Watches
website as well. So guys, this was our pick for the day. Next time we're gonna come with something even more different and special to show you. And thank you for watching us as always. Bye.
Wow, you two. But I have to say, you bring the fun back to BQ, Jonilda. For sure. That was legendary. I had to cut so because I thought to myself, I better not put that bit in. I better not put that bit in.
God,
but well done.
Right?
What a beautiful watch.
Yes,
That's
stunning.
See, maybe I made a lot of mistakes, but at least I choose a nice watch, right?
Yep.
Well, and we'll take all the mistakes, and it provides such great fun for all of us.
Lovely watch.
Really, really beautiful watch. I really like that one.
So
it's still in stock. Yeah, guys, if you haven't already done so, and you are thinking about maybe a watch purchase, do check out the BQ website because as I said, the vast variety of stock going on there, and also the pricing where we are now with the watch market. Some really, really good buys.
It's a good
if you're in the market.
To buy.
Yeah, you'll be surprised.
100%.
You'll be surprised. Let's move on to our very last section of the show. It's time for questions from Instagram. So we have a whole 4 questions this evening. First one is from Dwayne Dibley. Why do we not see watches made out of silver?
I mean, Tudor's got one out. Tudor that's in silver, I believe, if I'm right. I'm probably wrong.
I am not
but I think I'm right.
sure.
But I think it's quite a hard metal.
Yeah, it must be because of the material, obviously. And it must be, I have a feeling like it would scratch extremely.
Yeah.
I would say, and I am not, as you know, the watch expert here, but I just know like my mum has silver candlesticks. And every few months she has to get this stuff out to clean it because it oxidizes.
Yeah.
Silver oxidizes in the air and turns black.
Yeah.
It wouldn't last, basically.
So I think that's why you don't see silver watches. It's a soft metal. Scratch is probably pretty easy, and I think it oxidizes and changes color, so it would be a bit of a bloody nightmare. Question number 2 for you guys: do you think the OP Coral Red will ever be brought back?
I don't think so, personally.
I can't see it, and I don't see why they would either.
They've got
with all these colors.
They've got
what we will see eventually is something like our backdrop here, which would be maybe like pastel colors.
Different OPs is what I think. I don't think they'll bring back the same one.
In fact, I'm gonna put it out there. You've heard of the brand Ladurée? Ladurée, they make the cakes and the
yeah,
and they've got the like pastel color. The greens and the pastels and the pistachio colors.
Yeah.
I think that's what Rolex will do next.
Oh,
interesting.
I think they'll go pastel.
Because
it's very, very on
that's
point.
very in at the moment.
Yeah, pastels are
them colors.
So I'm going for a Rolex X Ladurée.
Okay, love that.
Imagine, when will you see some more independent watch brands on? When will you have some more independent watch brands on the show?
I mean, we do have guests on who are with brands that
We do. Absolutely, we do.
we don't personally because we don't have them in stock. So
Yes.
we don't have them to bring in and show you guys, but we have guests on that.
And I think we've got one coming on in a couple
in
of
a
weeks'
couple of
time,
weeks.
haven't
Yeah,
we?
exactly.
We're not going to reveal who just yet. But
Don't
to
say
say,
too much.
not that it's for us to announce these things, but we have another watch show coming, don't we?
Yeah, which has all of these independent brands that you should definitely come to.
Yeah, 100%. So that's going to be on the first weekend of September. It's the next, I don't know if it's called the BQ Watch Show. It might be called the Summer Watch Show. But once again, we've got some independent brands coming in. The first show was such a major hit
Yeah, it was so
with
good.
everybody. With everybody came down. And also the brands did very well with it. And they've asked us to do another one. So,
Exactly.
yeah.
100%.
We're going again.
We're going again.
First weekend of September.
We'll be there.
Our last question for today is: what percentage of Rolex are now under list on the grey market?
I would not be able to tell you percentage-wise.
No, but would you say it's a small percentage?
It's a
isn't it?
small thing. Yeah, small.
I think it's
percentage.
still probably 1/3, like even that.
Well, that would be 30%.
No,
1/3.
that's too high.
It's
Too
way too high.
much.
It would
No,
probably be
less,
yeah,
yeah.
It's way less than that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, for example, I know that there are 4 or 5 watches that sort of are bidding below list now, and they probably trade kind of at list. So it's really
a little bit over. If
it
that,
is like hashtag beat the queue now, isn't it? In
100%,
terms of that sort of stuff.
exactly.
Which is what I was coming back to. Instead of buying your $3,000 Tudors now, if you want to be buying yourself a
Rolex,
an
now's
OP
your time.
or
100%.
it's like the times are back. The thing that no one could see 2 years ago is literally back on our doorsteps, which I absolutely love. Kid Mambo, given the amount of stock BQ is required, I think it's acquired, any auctions in the pipeline?
I'll speak to Spencer. I mean, I know he wants to.
He definitely wants to,
He
doesn't
loves
he?
doing them, so it's definitely.
There's
We
been
just got to try and
talking,
find
but let's see.
time just
Yeah.
to fit it in. That's
Yeah,
all.
yeah.
But there will be. Just keep your eyes peeled.
Absolutely. Anything white gold is below list.
And not anything, but yeah,
Not
I mean,
anything.
it's-
But
So
white
precious
gold
metals.
has always been a bit less.
Unless it's a white gold meteorite Daytona,
well, I mean,
in which case you're never getting
and they're
one, are you?
discontinued.
Fantastic. Right, Kaylee, you've got 3 minutes to run out the door before Love Island comes on.
Kaylee.
You're going to have to watch it, aren't you? Guys, thank you so much for joining us once again on a Monday evening. It's been great having you with us. If you haven't done so already, please tell anybody that you know, go knocking on your neighbours' doors and ask them to subscribe to that Watch Guy London.
Yeah.
Please,
We need
please,
to make
please.
6,000 by the end of July or Spencer is cancelling the show.
Finito.
So, finito
So please-
bonito. So go out, tell all your neighbours, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification button. Kaylee, lead us out.
Thanks for watching. Please make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. And if you haven't dealt with us yet, it's only a matter of time.
See you next
Bye,
week.
guys.